a lift from the Tushin, an AOG, or the Mosque of landing a Spear of Misery. All very unreliable against all of the dashes available for the side of EVOS.
EVOS lineup rating and the counter index favors them, and every person, every caster has predicted 2-0 for EVOS except for Lim Kocho. Navi, against all odds, can they do it? Can they first force a Game 3 by equalizing here in the Land of Dawn? We shall see.
A win seems too far for Navi, but they can start now and trying to force a game number 3. But for EVOS, it's all about wrapping the game quick to bring home the 2-0.
They can definitely snowball out of control right here. In the early game though, watch for those skirmishes. I feel like EVOS have the pickup potential in the skirmishes, but if it goes drawn out, Gatotkacha and Hilda, this is exactly the strategy that was just so prevalent right now. It's just the two frontline strat with good sustain as well.
By the way, Reggie needs to make sure he doesn't fall behind. Because if he does fall behind, this is an easy itemization game for Navi. They can just play for magic defense and win out team fights, I believe. You know, Athena Shield should be enough for the first skirmishes.
Definitely. Looking at the rest of the emblems though, it's a full tank Gatot, but it's also a full mobility X magic on the Tushin with the Wilderness Blessing and the agility. Going with the Brave Smite, not the focusing mark we saw from Sans just earlier. And that's a, oh, hang on a second.
Oh,
Whoa.
this fight, Key having to lock down Hanafi. First blood secured by Key, the captain, again arriving in the nick of time as Albert has to run back, and Ether gets the fracture towards Key. 1-for-1 trade.
I think it actually favors Navi. It's Aether who got the kill. Meanwhile, for EVOS, it was Key.
Yep. All right, so a bit of a miscalculation there. I think Key thought he was going to be able to at least dash out of there, get out unscathed. But earlier, I do believe Erlan was running the pull yourself together for the increased cooldown for that Purify. So great amount of respect here for the potential of Navi to try and lock him down. But you can see Navi doing a lot better right here. That Hilda presence is definitely a factor here if you look at the top side of the map.
It will mean, though, that he will take a bit longer to complete his items. Key?
Oh my god! Two-man knock-up and no follow-up, so lucky for Navi. They're able to run back with the Lord Key. He wanted to make it happen, but no follow-up whatsoever.
Interesting. I thought EVOS would be the one to try and make something happen right there. But I guess they understood that Navi have that Hilda as a big issue there. It can stop the farming patterns of Albert. It's a big problem, sustaining from all the damage as well. Might as well wait for a couple more item power spikes before going for more attempts on pickoffs. And technically, when the team isn't really gathered together in a neutral objective, that's where Key can do his best work.
Artist prediction says EVOS 83%. Oh. So far, it's also just the better prior that they have, right? In mid and in XP. That's the downside of picking up a Cho. If you don't have level 4 at Turtle 1, you can't really force the issue. Taunted.
On is Key again. Hailstone Blast, just to try to zone out the players of Navi. As they move back, EVOS unscathed.
That's bold moves here by Key there. One wrong move, he's kind of dashing out of danger, but look at this, whoa!
Oh, Zaman 4, Sive still able to abyss walk his way back to the turret. Key, so low, under threat, and there goes the SOD, and X-Magic will punch the clock and take Key's name as Reggie able to trade one back. It's 1-for-1, but Edelan dive down bottom, Purify open, and Edelan can't go anywhere. Locked in place, locked in time.
Navi looking clean this game, making the right decisions even after what we saw with the trade there. Navi committed down below, and you can see the new battle emotes for MPLID.
Alas.
Wow, these are some really, really nice ones. Go ahead, check them out.
With that chain of events though, I think Shive definitely benefited a lot taking some of the tower gold. Reggie was able to actually secure a kill, but he wasn't able to secure a lot of that tower gold. Look at Cars though!
Nice, dived upon. Vengeance popped prematurely as a defensive mechanism, but now EVOS short one spell.
The rotations from Navi here are really setting the tone for EVOS. They're kind of winning in the lanes individually, but they're losing out due to all these big roams and sustain in the early game. Second turtle at this point, and EVOS doesn't really seem to be in position, but they're rotating.
But also low again. Here comes Sive to the fray. He goes again. The knockback is there. Albert steals the turtle again. Zaman Force pop as AOG defensively to the back. Edelan able to eat cars for dinner. As NAVI, they retreat.
The Tigers wait in the early game and then they pounce on their prey when they see it's a good time to. That's EVOS in that Turtle fight. Turtle 1, they knew they didn't have their power spikes just yet, and now
Another time.
pouncing and pouncing non-stop.
Oh, here comes X-Magic with the Crimson Beacon. Not enough damage though, as Adelan again with the Synchro Fission and the Chrono Dash again. So much shielding for the Hereth.
That's great respect by EVOS though, to back out X-Magic though. Taking
go
very
back.
low. At what cost though?
Oh, the conceal again, just on the key and plays, and the kick towards the backline, but Ether just causing havoc towards Swaylo. Sive as well re-aggresses, a double kill for Swaylo, but at what cost?
Ends up being a total of, Reggie. Almost a surprise, it might be pinned.
Oh, he's pinned down. Vengeance again popped. The curtain's call. Again, just trying to tie Cars and Sive together.
A chaotic battle, and NAVI come out on top against the pouncing Tigers. EVOS lose out again, and the goal lead has swung back to NAVI.
Just feels like Navi just makes the move first, and EVOS are the ones trying to react to it. And that's just not how they want to do things, right? Especially with Swaylo on the Aurora. Reactionary moves here. It's going to be difficult to land your crowd control because everything's on a delay. The Gust, the Frigid Glacier, there's a lot of ways that Navi can kind of play around that. So EVOS, they got to pick and choose their battles here, especially with Swaylo in the calculations. With 10 seconds to go, Navi, they can play this long-range game.
This is the thing about the Hereth, right? Usually why you go for Bargain Hunters, because you're not a normal marksman. Marksmen have a better time at farming, looking for angles to farm. Hereth is more team fighty, so you go for the Bargain Hunter so you can escape the laning phase ASAP. Great move by X-Magic there to escape, but you escape the laning phase quick and you get your items quick. But Erlan, I don't think he has the power spike just yet, so he has to wait a bit longer because of the pull yourself together over the Bargain Hunter.
He's joining the fights. AOG to the back, Swaylo knocked up with the key, but not the key. Going for the kick, and the Frigid Glacier is good. As EVOS able to pick up 2 kills. Sive joins the fight, but he is too late. Too little too late as Reggie chips down lower. And now Key might fish for an angle, but the turtle in the hands of Navi. They don't want to slam. Albert again with the retry steals the turtle.
Never try Tao Retry, Albert the baby alien. 50-50s are 100-0 to this man.
It's looking kind of difficult for EVOS with their HP bars being so low. But when Albert is full HP, no pressure on him right there. No crowd control tools available as well. It's a pure 50-50, and Key,
so aggressive again, Key. Just spacing out the players of Navi, making them run on their toes.
And again, we see the lead for Sive continue to grow. This is what I'm talking about for the Hereth and the pull yourself together choice, Arashi. You see the like you usually see Hereth have an instant impact as we get to like minute 6, minute 7. But so far, Erlan hasn't really been able to do so.
And he was targeted as well in the previous team fight as well. So even though EVOS has an advantage technically and they're still doing okay, they have to remember that in the late game, it's all about the goal laners, right? Albert can scale. Albert can do a lot of damage, but he won't be able to out-damage Sive in the late game. But look at this, whoa! Aggressive moves.
Quite underwhelming, right? That damage from the Hereth.
For now, at least.
For now.
Key, the way of the dragon, Hanafi stop, and there goes the combo. Aurora X-Cho as Albert with the electrifying beats running back to the backline. Ether has to eat all the damage as X-Magic also will retreat back to the base.
It's all on the back of a kick now from Key. If he gets a kick, it's goodbye to anyone without Purify. Even Hanafi, that's the tankiest guy on Navi.
Fortunately for Navi, they do have 2 Purifies. So targets are kind of slim actually for EVOS, but knowing Key, he will find Ether. He will find ways to get him all the way in the back right there. Now though, with the setup on the bottom lane, rotations to the top side, this is where the real deal is. The Lord, the First Lord, has been so impactful in today's matches. Let's see what both teams have in store right here.
In their eyes, it's Navi. They don't want to let this slip, but again, just trying to rearrange the lanes. Lane assignments being worked on by EVOS. Key again, being that main player to zone out the players of NAVI. So now they have the comfort of trying to run down the Lord Erlan as well from behind with the Zaman Force pop. Then they get it off for themselves. Cars next on the chopping block, but no. They can't advance further. The Hilda is tanky.
Just really well played from EVOS. They know they have the team fight. Well, the pickoff presence, whoever walks up, Hanafi, Cars, yeah, the respect from Hanafi. Goes straight to the AOG as he sees Key. That's the respect from this pickoff, Cho Aurora.
He just nopes out of there. Ooh, Ether. Man, Albert does so much damage at this point. Only 2 items, by the way. Only the Starlium and the Holy Crystal. It's just Joy being Joy, you know, being used by a highly mechanical jungler. But in that previous fight, I mean, even if Ether 4-0 and 3 is gonna try and find something, the fact that Key was right up in his face, finds him in the midst of that jungle dance around, it's just difficult, man. Now we have to find ways to kind of stop Key or distract him, because otherwise, Ether just isn't gonna have any presence.
Yeah, the Nolan is much more of a, you know, follow-up hero as well when it comes to damage. You are there to clean up. You're not there to start the fight. Unlike a Joy, who can do both. Player head-to-head, Shive versus Erlan. We spoke about this, and so far, despite despite Erlan winning the game, Shive is winning the 1v1 duel.
As well. The game isn't winning on a 1v1 basis, though. Look at EVOS already gathering around to try and get more advantage from this Lord, and they will be able to at least get the base tower passive, I think.
They should be able to charge as well. Oh, boom! He gets it. Boom.
Will charge forward, and the Lord no more.
Whoa.
But again, Cars so low. Oh my god, Alberto! An assassination towards Cars. Probably their tankiest member just yet, as Key has to run and evacuate himself from that lantern flare. He's gonna be fine.
Oh man, Cars on the Hilda. We've seen it twice now. This being the second. It has not been kind to Cars. 0-4-0. Not a single score on the board, not a single kill or assist.
No teamfight participation is what you're looking for there, Mirko. And I mean, right now for Navi, again, there's the issue of the front line not being tanky enough, because now Albert has just finished earlier the Wishing Lantern. He's doing max HP damage. So Navi, Cars, the moment they get kicked, it's good night immediately. Erlan only on the Holy Crystal right now, but that's a massive power spike already. So pick-off-wise, I think EVOS are approaching their strongest point. At this point, Navi needs to be very, very careful. But with 25 seconds to go for the next Lord, I feel like EVOS will be looking for something before that even begins.
With the Rose Gold Meteor for Shive, it's a way to deal with, you know, some of the damage, but wow.
The damage,
Is that a
Key.
mix? Aether and Shive? Actually, now looking at it, yeah, Navi, if EVOS are very magic damage reliant, Navi are purely physical. I don't think X-Magic has enough damage to really, you know, be a crazy threat to any of the members of EVOS. So, based on the builds, yeah, EVOS are sticking to physical.
Okay, whoa. The kick towards the back. Albert wants to pop the ult as well. As Cars goes down, Hanafi with Revitalize. Will it save him? Not for long, but the AOG will. Whoa. Right towards Reggie in his face as Reggie wants to yo-yo him down, but no. Hanafi still alive. Lord in their fingertips. EVOS, grab it.
It's a great move by EVOS there. Not really breathing too hard for the kills, knowing that the Lord is what they're after. They are not allowing Navi to utilize this Moskov macro presence at all. At every single turn, every single neutral objective, they get the wave shoved in, they force Shive up there, and then they start a fight, a pick-off, or they rush down the Lord before anything can happen. And that's because they do have an abundance of damage right now. It is exactly what's allowing them to force the hand of Navi again and again. And they just don't have enough damage or tankiness to match up to EVOS right now, so they're forced to play the siege game. But even in the late game, sieging with a Chushin, not ideal, man. The only real clear they have is Shive on the Moskov.
Yeah, defending with a Shusen, right? It's very hard to deal with a siege. Yeah, they don't have wave clear here. They have a Moskov, that's it. The Moskov is pretty good, but then it's more of a team fight composition, even with the Hilda. And the Hilda can't even zone anymore.
Yeah, here comes the Lord. charging and marching into the doorsteps of Navi. They have to hold this. Oh my god! Key again with the initiation as now Erlan will just dance on the corpses of Navi. SOD and TV will jump in with the spears, and now X-Magic coming in to try to push EVOS away. Navi, they hold on. They're able to defend their base.
Shive is keeping this boat afloat. Wow, Shive dodging away from Erlan and then making that play happen, but it really feels like this is just delaying the inevitable.
It really feels like it's a matter of time right now. The longer the game goes, yes, Shiva will have damage, but that's also more time for Reggie on the CC to scale up. More time for Sway Low on the Aurora to eventually get to a point where getting caught in that frigid glacier is an immediate death sentence. That's finally the final item completed for Shiva, the Malefic Gun. It's got to give him some more range to work with right here. And to his credit, EVOS are a pretty short-range team at this point, but you can see how fast Key can close the distance. Look at the damage!
Ah, there goes the hypothermia! Frozen to death as Hanafi has to evacuate again with the AOG as Reggie leads the charge towards the turret so deep. But EVOS, they will put their hands on the trigger and possibly end this game. Navi, they have to hold with all their remaining lives. And Key goes in with the kick. Again, the frigid glacier over the frosty breeze as well connecting. And the crystal is in their sights. Ether will run, but where will he evacuate to? As EVOS are on a witch hunt. Ether is just prey in the eyes of the Predator. And Ether will run, but not for long as the minions march into the base.
I don't think it'll be enough for Aether. He tried all that he could. There's one minion in the mid lane.
Oh, they're gonna end this once and for all. Erlan is got like an EVOS strike with the 2-0. The White Tigers pounds.
2-0 clean sweep. And to this day, Navi. Oh, Sway Low!
Woo!
A shot to the winless Navi. From Sway Low.